In the heart of a dead desert, where the sun burns the bones and the night whispers the names of forgotten gods, there lived a woman whose beauty could drive one mad. Her name was Nefertiti. The beautiful one has come. But behind that flawless smile and hypnotic gaze hid a darkness that consumed an entire dynasty. She was not just a queen, she was a living goddess. And, at the same time, the curse of ancient Egypt. This is a story of a dynastic obsession with pure blood, meant to preserve the divine lineage, but poisoning it instead. It's the story of a mad pharaoh who declared war on the gods themselves, and of a woman whose name still makes some Egyptologists wake up in a cold sweat. Welcome to the cursed city of Amarna, where the sun shone too brightly and the shadows were too long. Around 1370 BC, a young Nefertiti entered the life of Prince Amenhotep, the future Akhenaten. He had been strange since birth, an elongated skull, unusual, effeminate features, and eyes burning with fanatical fire. He rejected all the ancient gods of Egypt, Amun, Osiris, Isis, and proclaimed a single deity, Aten, the ruthless sun disk that showed neither mercy nor grace. Together, they abandoned sacred Thebes and built a phantom city in the desert, Akhenaten, Amarna. A city where the walls were covered with depictions of a single family under the scorching rays of Aten. 6 daughters, flawless, fragile, as if carved from light itself. Nefertiti stood beside her husband on every relief, equal in stature, equal in power. She wasn't just a wife, she was a co-ruler, almost a goddess. But even then, horror was hiding within this light. In the lineage of the pharaohs, power and divine status had to remain within the family at all costs. Close blood unions within the royal dynasty were considered sacred, necessary, and the only possible way to preserve the cult. But what was praised as a blessing turned into a biological catastrophe. DNA extracted from the mummies of this family today tells a nightmare truth. Nearly all of them suffered from severe genetic pathologies, skull deformities, weakened bones, and an immune system destroyed from within. Tutankhamun, the most famous ruler of this era, was born from a union of close relatives, Akhenaten and his own biological sister. The young king could barely walk, relying on a cane, suffered from bone necrosis, and passed away at just 19 years old. It is said that when Nefertiti gave birth only to daughters, Akhenaten, in desperation, took extreme measures to continue his line. To secure the throne within the family, his eldest daughter, Meritaten, officially received the title of Great Royal Wife while her father was still alive. Some researchers suggest that other daughters were also involved in these dynastic marriages, as the pharaoh vainly tried to beg Aten for a male heir. Imagine a night in the palace of Amarna. The heat from the braziers, the heavy scent of frankincense. The young princesses sitting at the feet of their mother and father, while the shadow of dynastic duty hangs over them. Their blood is too precious to be mixed with that of ordinary mortals. Nefertiti watched this in silence. Was she horrified by the fading health of her children? Or did she guide her husband's decisions herself, understanding that this was the only way their sacred sacred line could hold the throne. Power corrupted, the light of Aten blinded, and the old gods began to whisper from the dark. Suddenly, death came to the perfect city. One by one, the princesses began to pass away. Akhenaten, still very young, died suddenly. On the walls of her tomb, she is depicted in a scene that makes the blood run cold. Mourning parents standing over their daughter's body, and nearby, the figure of a newborn baby that took her life. An epidemic ravaged Amarna. People died by the dozens. The temples of the old gods lay in ruins, and the priests, stripped of everything, cursed the heretical family. Akhenaten died, and then Nefertiti vanished without a trace. Her tomb and mummy were never found. Some Egyptologists claim she ruled under the male name Neferu Aten, desperately trying to hold the crumbling empire together. Others believe she fell victim to a court conspiracy. Still, others whisper the most terrifying thing. She dissolved into history, leaving nothing but a curse behind. After her disappearance, the old gods returned with a vengeance. The names of Akhenaten and Nefertiti were violently gouged from every wall and monument. The city of Amarna was completely abandoned. The desert slowly devoured its ruins. And the royal blood, this doomed dynastic blood, kept flowing, weaker, more painful, closer and closer to its final end. Nefertiti still looks at us across 3,000 years with her flawless, icy face, calm, beautiful, and endlessly mysterious. Was she a hostage to the ambitions of her mad husband, or the most calculating force behind the throne, a woman ready for anything for the sake of eternal power and dynastic purity? The dark legacy of Amarna did not die with them. It still lurks in the sand, in ancient mummies, and in a chain of strange events plaguing those who dig too deep into this period. Some say, if you look long enough into the eyes of Nefertiti's famous bust at midnight, it seems as though the corners of her lips begin to slightly turn up. Would you risk checking it? If this story gave you goosebumps, leave a like and tell us in the comments which mystery of Amarna terrified you the most. If you want to uncover even more dark secrets of ancient Egypt, about the true price of royal blood, the mysteries of Tutankhamun, and hidden finds in forgotten tombs, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. The desert still remembers, and Nefertiti is still watching.